Travel west from Midtown Manhattan, through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on the EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Thomas. And he is missed behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early in this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long.
Hey, run!
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down by living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Schultz is the motion man. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And this play going nowhere. He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw.
This nigga did not even go for the ball.
Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
11.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Same frame.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here. Why?
Easy.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. I'm this coordinator. I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll send their tight end left. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Putting the tight end in motion. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's first and 10. Schultz is the motion man. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Brings up second and 11 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. I'm not flying. I'm not flying. Ring alert.
Schultz is the motion man. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They put Wilson in motion. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
1 quarter in the books. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ron!
Lawrence now. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Lion, Lion! Big 13 heavy. Here we go.
Now here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big 13 heavy.
Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Hey, let's go.
Austin brought in motion. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open receiver is Bo Melton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. And he will get into the end zone. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Jets 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. to the left side, and caught by Schultz. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Mason Smith on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Set!
Sending a receiver right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Motion man set right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for another Jet.
19, Charlie, 19.
They put Wilson in motion. Here's a run. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running at it...
Oh, big hole, left side. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Here we go, set.
back to the air once more on second down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. We'll try again. It's second and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready!
They put Wilson in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set! Come back team! Come back team!
Receiver in motion, headed left. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jets. No problem there on the extra point. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Lawrence. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Back out to the flat, and it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jaguars. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. 70 range, 70 range. Ready, ready?
Right back to the air following that pick 6.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Tracking 60. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, smash. 18, rattle. 18, rattle. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got Corley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. A pickup there of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go, Shaq.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Ready, set.
Once again, it's Bigsby. He'll push forward for about a yard. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one complete to Melton. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
Hey, easy. Route.
A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he will score again. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for a Malachi Corley. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Schultz is the motion man. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
came in. Nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs. Nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoted to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.